is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Welcome to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Morgan. Here on the Morgan Man Sports Podcast, we talk Atlanta Falcons news, pre-game predictions, and all other news surrounding the Atlanta Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta!
Also on the podcast, we talk Call of Duty League, esports, covering Roster Mania, major predictions, COD champs, player trades, and much more to get you ready for every single CDL weekend.
Scuff goes through, and Scuff snaps, wins the one-on-one in optic with the reverse sweep.
If that sounds good with you, put on your Falcons jersey, grab your gaming headset, and let's get this show started. What is going on, you guys? I'm your host, Stacy Morgan, and you're listening to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast here on Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL Draft has officially concluded for the Atlanta Falcons necessarily, and I'm recording this literally minutes after the Atlanta Falcons just made their pick. And guys, we're going to go get straight right into things right here. The Atlanta Falcons made the shocker pick and picked Jalen Walker, linebacker out of the University of Georgia. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Walker is now a Falcon. He does not have far to go from Athens to Atlanta. And guys, let me tell you, on the Belly Up Sports YouTube channel, we hosted a live stream, and my reaction was probably literally every other Falcons fan in the state of Georgia right now. Like, this right here is a monumental move to put butts in the seats at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I do believe. Because now, with this regime, with Raheem Morris and Jeff Ulbrich, you are going for that hometown favorite that actually has some productivity in him from this Kirby Smart defense out of UGA. I'm a huge fan of this right here. Pete Prisco from CBS Sports, he puts, this is a great value in this spot for Walker. There were some injury concerns by teams about him, which might have made him slide a little further in the first round, but I think he will upgrade as a pass rush that needs it. Nice pick. So definitely, Pete loves this pick. He gives it a B+ on CBS Sports. So, and from what I'm hearing across the board on X, Facebook, Instagram, people are really, really liking this pick. UGA fans definitely are happy for Jalen Walker. I know I am. Jalen's definitely happy because now he don't have to leave the state of Georgia, because all he's got to do is drive literally an hour, maybe an hour and a half to downtown Atlanta and start playing football on Sundays. So guys, what do you think? Do you think this was definitely the right pick for the Atlanta Falcons moving forward? Me personally, I think it is, because like I said on the live stream on Belly Up Sports, definitely will have that link down below for you guys to check that out with my live reaction. But if everybody remembers from 2019 with Dan Quinn being in this final season, this defense was just horrible. But when Dan Quinn made a permanent change for letting Jeff Ulbrich and Raheem Morris share the defensive responsibilities, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jeff Ulbrich was responsible for first and second downs, and Raheem was responsible for third downs. Them two now colliding together on the defense and having a monster like Jalen Walker, this is going to be I believe, an atrocious defense this year. I would say at least top 10, right at that number 9 position in total defensive rankings. Because if you really are looking at it, the 2024 season for Jalen Walker, he's coming in with 60 tackles and 6.5 sacks. So yes, the sacks really ain't that impressive. I mean, it's still impressive for a linebacker because the more defensive linemen should be getting those sacks. But still, those 60 tackles, 6.5 sacks for a linebacker is absolutely insane. So guys, again, what do you think of this pick? Do you think this was the right pick for the Atlanta Falcons? Do you think this will now change the trajectory of the NFL draft for the Falcons moving forward with the rest of their picks, which I will be discussing next week on the newest episode of Morgan Man Sports Podcast, along with some Call of Duty League news as well. So guys, hope y'all enjoyed. I'm just sure as heck happy right now that the Atlanta Falcons has finally broke the curse of not drafting a UGA player. This is monumental for both organizations, University of UGA, and so much more. So let me know on Spotify, let me know on Twitter, Morgan Man Sports. You can find me there, or put it in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the Belly Up Sports YouTube page. Comment down below what your initial thoughts are for Jalen Walker going to the Atlanta Falcons. But guys, I sure hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like button wherever you're listening from: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Until then, I, Stacy Morgan, will catch you all later. Peace.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.